Hello everyone, Mr. E here today with a Psyker build. Now this Psyker build is using some very popular stuff lately, but I for some reason haven't seen any build guides that are going over how to play a Bubble Psyker with the Flame Staff. So I'm going to very quickly go over that for you, and then I'll get into a game and I'll show some gameplay. I am not the best Psyker in the world. In fact, I only have like 102 levels of equivalent experience. But this build makes it so that I can contribute hugely to the team with very minimal skill. I'm going to be honest, it's not that hard to play. And the reason it's not that hard to play is because we're using the Inferno Force Staff, which is quite overpowered. It deals with 1,000 enemies as easily as it deals with 10 enemies, and that's something that makes it super strong in all difficulties of play, up to Havoc 1 million. Basically, you can just melt everything down as if it doesn't even matter, and it completely trivializes hordes and all that stuff. It doesn't take any resources, and it makes us very safe because the flames that it spreads have a suppressive effect. They scare the shit out of enemies when they're on fire, which makes sense. We also got the dueling sword. The dueling sword, yeah, it's the dueling sword. Here it is, but it's the Psyker's weapon to start with, so it's okay if he uses it. The dueling sword, it is only really used for two things here. It's for bosses and crushers. Bosses have way too much health to really be killed quickly with our flames, so we need to be contributing by just stabbing them. And then crushers, same deal, plus their armor, means they're just a really annoying target to kill if you just use your staff, and they'll get up to you and they'll try to crush you. So let's go ahead and just pull the dueling sword out and drop them dead. We also got Uncanny Strike and Riposte down here. That Riposte is because crits are very important for our utility and our defensive layers, and it sucks to not crit with the dueling sword. But Uncanny Strike allows us to build rending stacks, which means that we can actually get armor penetration that applies to the burns that we have applied to enemies already out in the field. So we'll apply a bunch of burns with our staff, then we'll swap the dueling sword and we'll stab crushers or stuff that's coming towards us in the head, and it'll make every other burn that's out there do a little more damage to the armor. Okay, Inferno Force Staff. You can see here I'm running a low warp resistance staff. Probably not the lowest in the world, but hey, it's low enough for my purposes. Running low warp resistance is just there to allow us to cap out our peril faster. When you're at high peril, you have a lot of advantages, a lot of buffs through the talent tree. One of those buffs you can see down there in the blessings. It's 20% crit chance when we're on high peril. So that's really nice. Conventional wisdom would say, why do you need to crit with this staff? It only does like an extra 2 damage whenever you get a crit. But the real reason why we're critting is because those crits, like I said before, they give a lot of like knock-on effects of like defensive layers and speed and all that good stuff through the talent tree. So we want to be critting. If we don't crit, in fact, we can actually die by not getting crits in certain situations. So the higher your crit, the better. That's the reason we have flak armored and crit chance in our perks. And then Blaze Away is awesome. It's 40% extra damage, and you just have to hold it down. The really cool thing about Blaze Away is that you can just stack it up by just left clicking as well. You don't have to really worry about like doing a full gout, but you can see even with a full gout like that, it only takes like half the charge to stack up to 5, and you can do a full blast and then continue with your left clicks in order to keep your peril nice and high, and this makes all of your active damage ongoing deal 40% more. Really cool to have that on the staff. And then down here for Curios, 2 toughness, 1 max stamina. Stamina is great on Psyker because he has really low base stamina to start with. This allows us to not suffer from, getting winded all the time. And then we've got toughness, combat ability regen, and stamina regen. Combat ability regen is king on this build and all builds these days, but we are bringing so much combat ability regen to the field, so we can have like infinite bubbles basically. Up here, stuff for crits, extra damage, toughness, and movement speed. Over here, more toughness from killing stuff and quelling our peril. Down here, brain rupture. Occasionally, you will need to use the head pop because you'll be the person who can see a sniper who's far off in the field or a trapper who's coming in, and you can get a lock on them for like 1 millisecond, and you're like, okay, well, there's the enemy, and you got a lock, and you can just like pop them and walk away. Okay, it was too high a health enemy to do it, but like for a sniper, it's something that would kill them instantly. So you don't even have to worry about whether or not your allies can get them. And the other big problem you might have is you have a 15-meter radius or range with this staff. You literally can't shoot enemies that are farther than that away. So head pop does come in handy every now and often. what doesn't come in handy is Smite. Smite sucks for this build, and I'm so tired of seeing Psychers running Telekind Shield that are also running Smite. First of all, Smite does nothing that that we can't already do with the Flame Staff. So like, okay, what can I do against these enemies? Smite. I can smite them so they don't shoot me. Or I could just hit them with the Flame Staff. And look what they're doing. They are cowering. They are hiding from the Flame Staff. Yeah, like Ragers and Crushers are like the two enemies that don't get scared shitless by the Flame Staff, including Reapers. Reapers are scared of fire too. So why are we smiting? Smite holds like everything still and does 1 damage. This kills everything in a matter of seconds, and it holds most things still and suppresses them and scares them from shooting. So please do not run Smite with this. And if you are running a Flame Staff and you're in a bubble, do not let me catch you shooting Smite when you should be shooting Flame instead. If those enemies are not on fire, you're not doing your job. So everything should be on fire all the time. Okay, Psychonetics Aura is OP. It gives everyone cooldown whenever you get an elite kill. This is just amazing. Please bring this for the team. And then the other thing that's amazing you should bring for your team is Seer's Presence. Seer's Presence is an awesome, completely overpowered and maybe the best aura in the game. This aura is just... every time I see it, I'm like, oh, thank God I have it. Because it lowers everyone else's cooldowns. It lowers your cooldowns and everyone else's cooldowns. So it makes my job as a Zealot or an Ogryn or a Veteran all that much easier. The only, 7.5% damage against elites. I see people bring this all the time. Please stop bringing this. I don't care about extra elite damage. You know what makes elites not scary? Having ultimates. Ultimates are so overpowered in this game. Just give me more of them. Okay, coming down here, we've got 2 different ways to defend ourselves. Extra toughness damage reduction when we have high peril, and critical hits make us count as dodging against range attacks. This is a great way to gap close on enemies. So I've got like these enemies here, but if I had some enemies that are right beside me, I could spray the fire on them and get a crit, and then I could gap close on them by sliding or something and get crits on them. And it allows you to cast and not worry about enemies hitting you with range while you're casting, because obviously you can't slide while you're casting, which is unfortunate. I mean, you can like do left click sliding. That's a different thing. Okay, so bubble. Here are our bubble. Bubble is a super good ability. It's even better on Havoc because gunners are so deadly. And something that people fundamentally misunderstand about the bubble is that this guy's going to try to shoot me, but inside the bubble, bullets cease to exist. So you can see here, he can't hurt me at all. The other thing that ceases to exist inside of the bubble is Burgle vomit. And Burgles will spit on you, and if they get their goop on you, they can eat you, and then they can kill you from there, basically. They'll walk you all over the map and take you for a walk and then kill you. If you've got this bubble up, this guy's completely nullified. Even standing right up in his gullet, I cannot get any puke on me, even though it does this like splashing. What the hell? How did that happen? Okay, so don't dodge near them, apparently. But yeah, even standing right up on him, I cannot take any Burgle spit on me. Fade. There we go. Yeah, so see, I don't know what about dodging allows it to happen. Let's try it again. Nope, I have no idea. Okay, I guess that was just a random one-off. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome because it locks them in place, lets all your allies just wail on them for free while they are trying to get some spit on you and eat you. All right, come down the bottom of the tree here. 5% extra crit chance for all the aforementioned reasons that crit is good. Oh, let's talk about the bubble, by the way. 25-second duration with a 40-second cooldown. Keep that in mind because our cooldown is 31 seconds or 30 seconds because of all of our cooldown reduction that we already have, and we can drop it even lower, which is awesome because there's only a couple of seconds where there's not a bubble up on the field. It replenishes everyone's toughness and makes you tougher when you're inside of it when it breaks. Okay, extra damage when we're riding our peril super high. Another great reason to be redlining our peril. Quell speed, because we're going to need to be quelling a lot because we're generating a lot of peril, and it gives us extra benefits to quell. Penetration of the soul, as far as I know, doesn't do anything. I think it's still bugged, but hey, it's better than Empiric Resolve. Empiric Resolve kind of nerfs everything we're trying to do here, which is replenish a ton of toughness and get our peril nice and high. Makes it too hard to get your peril high. If you're a really high skill player and you don't plan on taking any damage at all, it can be good. Allows you to cast extra once you finally do get to high peril, but outside of that, I would not recommend it. It's definitely a noob trap. And then Warp Siphon, 6 charges. Each one gives 7.5% cooldown, which means that if I have all 6 charges, Let's do some shock troopers. If I have all 6 charges, which is very, very easy to get because most enemies die very quickly like this, 6 charges means when I cast my bubble, it reduces the cooldown to 16 seconds. That is insane. That is a ton of cooldown reduction, and that means that, you know, without even getting any extra elite kills and stuff while the bubble is still up, I'm going to be able to cast a second bubble while this one still exists. So I can just put a second one over here, and I can offer my team extra defense like that. What does that remind me of? Huh. Okay, going back in here. Warp Siphon, the way we get those charges, by the way, is killing elites or specials, and 10% chance to get one on killing any enemy with our fire, basically. And that's going to be a lot of enemies, right? So this is great because it allows us to keep those warp charges up because they do have a duration, even when we're not killing elites. And yeah, you'll get way more charges, and you'll be able to dump them. Every time we get a charge, it starts a 6% per second regeneration of our toughness, which is awesome. Another way to regenerate toughness. It gives us 24% base damage when we have those fully maxed out. So if you have a bubble up already, it's probably not that worth it to throw it on a second bubble immediately when you can just hang out with those warp charges and do some extra damage for a little while. So just be managing that. Alright guys, and that's the whole build. I told you I'd try to make it quick. If you enjoyed the build and you don't care to see it played out and you're hopping out here, I really appreciate you watching this far. If you could like and subscribe, it would really help me and help the channel. And if you do want to stick around, I'm about to take this thing in and show you how it's done. So, very, very good. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Mr. E out. Alright, so we're going in here. We got 2 veterans and a zealot. One of the veterans is running kind of a weird build. I did manage to get him to come off of the reviving shout perk. That was not optimal. But yeah, we should be able to have lots and lots of shouts. Because remember, they should be running curios that give them 12% cooldown reduction, which brings your cooldown on shout to 26 seconds. And then the Psyker will provide an additional 3 seconds for a 23 second cooldown on a ability that has a 15-second gold buff duration, so we should be golded up pretty much constantly. And outside of that, we're going to have our chorus and we're going to have our bubble. I just need to play behind them because if this is... Just get your bubble down early. Why is it trying to kill me? I am super trapped in this corner. I'm just really hoping nothing notices me. Oh. Oh fuck, I just blew myself up. Well, that's unfortunate. Corruption, look at it. Well, we could pretend that we just took all that damage in corruption. It won't really matter either way, huh? We'll either make it to the next thing or we won't. I'll have a bubble in 2 seconds here. Sometimes it's actually better to like minimize the surface area that your bubble has, like this, where it does provide like an area where we can stand, but it reduces the amount of bullets that are going to go into it through like stray firing. So like the enemies will need to be firing pretty much directly at us. Otherwise you can end up in a situation where... Oh, this guy could kill me. Otherwise you can end up in a situation where just like random enemies firing in random directions will hit your bubble and kill it real quick. And we don't like that. What's just tried to hit me? Nothing. It was just an errant sound. It was just playing that sound to keep me on my toes, I guess. Alright, cool. Is that guy alive? Yeah, he is. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Guys are writhing around on the floor. Oh, almost casted there. Almost killed myself. I seriously need like an add-on that says no, don't cast. And just blocks my button when I'm at 100%. I am seriously bad about that. I'll ride it to like 95% and I'm fine. And then I'll just pop myself by being careless. Which I guess is a perfect metaphor for the warp in general though. You're careless, you get your fucking mind corrupted and you instantly die. And you kill everyone else around you too, by your careless actions. Oh fuck. See, it may not be doing anything here, but it's gotta feel good to the team that there is this bubble. Regenerates their toughness. Can overcap your gold. Recap your gold. It's just nice to have. I caught that dog with my face. I think I got him. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get him. I got him. Where's this horde coming from? We were playing so slow, we're scared as fuck of getting blown up and dying. I'm scared of getting shot by a single gunner one time and dying. That's all it'll take for me. So we are gonna leapfrog the fuck out of some bubbles here. I'm not taking any chance with the open air. I took a chance. Oh, now we're medipacking. Okay, interesting. After the guy dies. Oh shit. Die. I was gonna make it to the health station. Yeah, it's just a rough start getting trapped in that corner. Uh-oh, got the dog behind me. Yeah, I got the dog. I hear that gas bomb, right? Throw that down so they can't shotgun us. Fucking sniper is hiding behind the burster. Okay, well, good thing I had gold, huh? There it is. Watch our back. Watch our back. I'm watching my peril like a hawk right now. This would be the exact time where I do not want to overload, because it will completely throw the game. Okay, he's doing the bullshit where he doesn't animate his attack. That's always really nice. I need to watch out. He could do it again. I'm trapped here, and I'm gonna go down. He's on me for no reason. Okay, now I need to get the health. Fuck. Dogs. Dog. Thank you. Okay, shoot me in the side of the fucking head. Okay, we survived that. Very nice. Alright, we did it without taking too much damage. Bunch of ammo. Come up here, guys. Down there, they can shoot us from across the thing. This giant-ass pillar is nice. Behind you, behind you. Barrel. Your bubbles are getting destroyed by those gunners up top, but hey, it's better than not having a bubble, I suppose. I'm gonna hit him. know I can if I get just the right angle, but it's hard to. In we go. Okay.
This is so stressful. What the hell?
That's okay. We'll be good from here. That's the hardest part of the mission. Everything else is pretty much a breeze. Nah, the end is fine. We got double shout, chorus, and bubbles. This end is very easy to me, at least. I don't know. You're telling me that putting the vacuum capsules from the trains into the thing isn't hard? Yeah, that's a hard one. That's Chasm Magistratum. It's one of the hardest maps in the game, I think. And you can trust me because I'm a professional Dark Tide YouTuber. Yeah, this is Furnace.
I feel like on this ending I just get so locked in. It's so easy because I'm so with it. Versus like the train one is really hard, in my opinion.
The train one always seems like you get caught out in the open when you're trying to score the capsules and you have to go for a reset on all sorts of stuff. It's a mess.
Yeah. I hate
This one you can stick around the edges and just slide everywhere and then bubble and also there's no like anything threatening doesn't really spawn in this end. Back up, bring him to the bubble. Just nullify him. Alright. Vertical nullified. Go melee him to your heart's content. You can't do anything. Unless he does that.
I got him. I got him too. You just die.
He was pretty agreeable as far as burgles go. Sometimes they stay alive for like 20 minutes. Oh, 3 charges. That's nice. And a healing back. Nice. I guess I'll take one. Give me a couple of health. Behind us, behind us, behind us. We need grenades. Will you stop shooting, bro? These fucking chargers, they're all over my dick. Watch on our right, shotgunners. Oh, watch out. Yeah, man, today's nades. In front. A little bit more behind. All right, we're doing really good this time. I feel like I'm actually contributing. We're likely to get a captain over here, so beware. Ah. There he is. Oh yeah, you can power slide and get yourselves closer to enemies too when you're charging your staff. That's a nice trick to know. Move back here. So there's a burster coming from outside the thing. The bubble blocked that first thing. There's going to be a burster on our right as well. Thank God for bubble. I should have been casting sooner, but I was in a position where I really wanted to shove that burster before it annihilated us. I think I did the right thing. You guys want to go down and fight him? Right there. So he literally can't hurt me because he won't ever do the slam twice in a row, and he can't puke on me. So I can just hold his attention and tank him like that. Burgle's negated. I accidentally just bubbled all of those gunners. I guess it probably helped. Shotgunner is nullified. You fucker. Die. I'll have a bubble in 2 seconds. We can get him.
Damn.
Yep. You sure got him with that grenade. That's the one in Vermintide 2. The AI would call you out and be like, "What are you throwing at?"
Fuck.
It's okay. We got 5 seconds while they can't shoot us. That's the miracle of the bubble there. Because it had a 5-second guaranteed minimum, no matter how many shotgunners were in there, they could not break the bubble, therefore they could not hurt me. Unless they chose to swap to melee.
That backstab was very nice to get right there.
Alright, nice. We got the 2 close ones right here. Oh shit. I was very close to my life by virtue of getting slapped from one thing to the other. I'll deal with the horde that's following us, so just do your thing. That was a little bit drippy. Wish I could wipe it, but I'm busy. I'm busy fucking gaming, nose. Grab that guy. There you go, head pop coming in handy. Even on single gunners like that, they can be really deadly, and they can get themselves in positions that's hard to hit with the staff. Maybe should have saved the bubble, but we'll get another one soon enough. Alright, let's hang out here for a second. We'll get another bubble in 10. We'll make our way to the left first. Let's go back and around. Rather than wait for all that green shit. Bubble. Get this big Reaper on the bridge here. health while I'm here. Oh god, that was close. Alright, he's got that last one there. We need to play for the button. You can come underneath here too. It's a little safer. Doesn't really matter. We got bubble. Yeah, you just have to play play with some coherency at all. A Mr. E machine. Watch out, you got two maulers right here. They didn't get to play the game, but they were there. You see the amount of toughness that is healed by. We're at that 1 millisecond there. Yeah. Pretty damn easy 40. There you go. And oh no. He crashed. Should we wait? We should wait, right? He won't get credit if we don't wait. Unfortunately, he did not end up reconnecting in time. That is just the way of things in Havoc these days. We waited around for a good 3 or 4 minutes and eventually decided that he must have been irrevocably disconnected and couldn't reconnect. We even attempted to look in social and invite him, but it still said he was in our party and therefore couldn't be invited. Just another casualty to Havoc's many bugs. But I really appreciate the efforts of our lovely Zealot. He was actually using my Zealot chorus build, and you can see how often that provided those lovely choruses for us and kept us all alive. So he was a great player, and I'm certain that he'll get his 40 this week. As for everybody else that you see on the screen, these are my members, my channel members. There are 3 different tiers, including the meme tier you saw at the top, the Tanner Tributees. No one needs to be a tier that high, but those people support me all the same. But everybody that supports me is equally loved, and I really appreciate everything you do. It keeps me making videos, it keeps me incentivized, and let's finish up the video with the stat screen here. So, as you can see, we killed the most lesser enemies, we did a ton of damage, we stayed in coherency. I mean, yeah, we're not the best like elite or specialist killer in the world, but that's not really our role. Our role is to protect the team against bullshit gunners
Never been so upset in my entire life.
and wipe out stuff.